A startup is simply a group of people in search of a repeatable, scalable business model. But I want to emphasize the search part. You don't know what that repeatable, scalable model is in advance. You have to keep trying things. You have to go in one direction. You have to go in another. You've got to invest time, money, and effort in something you're sure it will work. And as soon as there's evidence it doesn't, walk away and try something else. It's flexibility. And an interesting thing happens when a company all of a sudden finds their model and they begin to repeat and scale. And they fall into this false sense of complacency. They can now see 6, 8, 10 quarters in advance. And they begin to say, well, we don't need to focus on figuring it out. We've got to focus on things like efficiency. We've got to maybe shave some margin. Maybe we have to shorten our supply chains. And they bring people in who are really, really good at doing the same thing over and over and over again, a little bit better each time. But then, when the world dramatically shifts, as I'll point out, seen it happen in the last couple of years, those people are not so good at taking something they've put time and effort and attention into and walking away from it. And that is why it is so important that no matter what size company you are, you always maintain that flexibility. You always ensure that you're willing to change, you're willing to adapt, you're willing to read what the market says and do that. And that means it's not important to be able to predict what's coming. What's important is to put yourself in a position to respond to whatever the future brings you. That's what flexibility is, and that is a critical ingredient for companies of every size. Thanks for watching, and if you liked what you saw, I'd love you to subscribe. And if you want to be notified of my future releases, well, you know the drill, just hit the bell.